Welcome to Stone Hands, to the hands of stone. Ancient vocal techniques, indeed. Maybe you have seen pictures of Tibetan monks singing and blowing their horns, and there are large boulders levitating. Yes, they were utilizing their voices to make giant boulders to levitate. And they used especially a certain throat singing technique, gorgoram. Something like that. But with a strong intent and a focus, and singing mantras among the technique. And when you're able to practice a certain technique to a certain extent, your reality changes. The focus shifts from one perspective to another. Like we had one man listening to the gongs on our sound healing journey. And in the middle of a journey, he stares around, eyes big and totally shocked, and he's touching the rocks, the stones that he was laying on, like looking around, what's going on? And after the session, we asked from him, like, why did he wake up and stare with such eyes around? And so he explained that the stone under him melted away. It was soft like jelly. So he had a physical sensation through listening to the sounds. Like the walls of Jericho. The trumpets were blown and the halls crumbled down. Indeed, it is possible. But you need a lot of trumpets and you need a G note. and a low G actually. And the trumpets. And the walls will crumble down. So the sound, like the singers who go on to a really high pitch and they are able to shatter the glass. That's the rule of resonance. So it's rare that we find a note or a resonance with a giant boulder or with a wall or with a glass that we are able to manipulate it. But it's possible. Like the pyramids, many pyramids around the world, or the megalithic structures that you can find in Mesoamerica, and also the ancient walls of Carthago that Carthago was built upon. They were made from the megalithic blocks that were carved out by the use of the sound waves and the water waves. So it's possible to make a laser out of water and to carve a stone, because there is no scientific explanation nowadays that could possibly explain how those ancient monuments, the pyramids, etc. have been made, how those ancient stone blocks have been carved out from the bedrock. It's just impossible to our modern standards. But if we have a different kind of technology in use, then it's really easy to fabricate. But the scientific method is not always accepting ways that the ancient used, because it is not enough materialistic. Because a lot of technology is associated with the spiritual technology. And if we can utilize once again the spiritual technology, we can change our surroundings and create free energy to all of the people. Like Pythagoras, the forefather of mathematics, He said he learned it all in Egypt, in the temples. And from him we get the theorem, the Pythagorean theorem. C squared equals square root of a plus b squared. Something like that. It's hard for me to put it in English, as I have never learned it in English. But Pythagoras was master of sound. He said that the planets are singing. The stars are singing to us. And every one of us have a unique vibrational pattern. And we have a star that resonates with our song, with our vibrational pattern. Like the Irish round towers. Over the Ireland, there's a star map of a certain constellation of Taurus. How these round towers over the island have been placed. That's fascinating. That's a vibrational pattern that is magnifying a certain vibrational pattern. People and animals and grass near the round towers is more healthy than in other places. Or when we look at those cathedrals and magnificent buildings like Hagia Sophia, Istanbul is the largest city in Europe. It has huge amount of people living there. And Hagia Sophia is a vibrational pattern that has been attracting all those people over there. Like Cairo is one of the largest cities in the world, and there's nearby are the pyramids that are attracting those people, that are amplifying the energy, the life force of a certain region. Like the Mexico City is built upon pyramids, and those pyramids are magnifying the life energy, so it's one of the largest cities once again. So those great monuments, they attract people, and they have this vibrational pattern, the pattern of sound. So the architecture is frozen music that is affecting people, and when we go to those sacred places and we utilize our songs, our voices, we amplify the vibration, like using your voice in the shafts of the pyramids, or going to a Stonehenge and singing there those great prayers, or going to the Glastonbury Door and singing there during the solstice, of course. So we can convey our sound in the sacred places. The Druids, the ancient keepers of the realms of the Celts, the Druids, they had 12-headed choirs over the places, over their landscapes in the sacred places, singing 24/7. So they are called perpetual choirs. And when a choir member got tired, probably that member was then switch, and another one replaced that one. So they had those choirs singing all time, holding the vibrational pattern of their landmass. But by the clever manipulation of Romans and the trade and annihilation of land masses, those choirs were destroyed and those lands were conquered. But it was always that the sound was holding the vibration. Like in our country, in Estonia, we had a singing revolution in the beginning of 90s. Many hundred thousands of people came together and sang the songs of freedom that brought a freedom to a land, and that inspired other Baltic countries, the Latvia and Lithuania, to have their own singing revolutions. We have long recorded history of ancient songs. Yksi, kaksi, kolme, neljä, anna iloinen olla, koska suru tulee, anna hänen mennä. Varmat ne laulaa, neljä hiittää hyppäilee, kissi lööpi rummun päälle ja koko maailma pauhaa. For example, this is old Karelian song. But we have thousands of songs recorded and still preserved and still sung by people who are living on this land. And in Latvia also they have recorded thousands of ancient folk songs, and they are about the charms of the nature, the work, the labor songs that you're able to work, and and they are based on the 8-syllable rhythm that it goes to that the people go into the state of trance, so they are able to convey with the spirits at the same time when they are doing their everyday business. They are able to switch off their normal beta mind to go to alpha state, where they are in a heightened conscious state but able to navigate in this world. So you can utilize the power of sound to charge yourself with the vibrational energy and discharge from the burdens of this life. But also with sound you're able to manifest and create your own well-being, create riches. Yes, we have made riches by singing overtones with my wife. We had this great story that we ran out of money once upon time, and we thought like, okay, what now? And I said, so let's just sing for half an hour overtones and let's see what happens. And the aim is to manifest money. And after that we never ran out of money again. That's a really strong story and a really strong proof. And at the same time we received some money, and next time, and it started just coming from different sources. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and see you next time. Bye.